India-Canada relationship is at low. Like this, many of the news have surfaced in global media platforms. Good morning and greetings to all. Today's lecture topic is India-Canada tension. Prior moving to the tension part, we have to discuss the relationship between India and Canada from historically. Both the countries are having a diplomatic ties since India got independence in the year 1947. Both of the countries are having a democratically elected governments. At the same time, if we are going to discuss about the diaspora, Indian diaspora counts around 17 lakhs in Canada, and around 15 lakhs are of Indian origin and 2 lakhs are non-residential Indians. And along with this, 40% of the international students who are studying in Canada are of Indian origin. And latest data published by the Bureau of Immigrations of India shows that in the year 2022, about 3 lakh students have preferred to study in Canada and departed to Canada for their higher studies. And if we are going to discuss about the economic trades, both of the countries are interdependent on each other and shares around $8 billion trade with each other. And India and Canada both are shared $4 billion trade in 2022 with each other. Apart from this, if we are going to discuss about the foreign tourist arrival in India, about 80,000 foreign tourists arrived in India from Canadian origin. Both of the tourist arrival also raised the economy of our country. Now we can discuss what leads to the low point in our relationship. As we are share a good relationship with both the countries, the relations between both the countries faced a low point, because in 2022 we have witnessed that there is a Khalistan referendum passed in Canada, which is highly condemned by India, and India raised its concerns over the Khalistani referendum, which supports the formation of a new Khalistani nation at India. And also in 2023 June, we have witnessed that they have glorified, the Khalistani supporters at Canada have glorified the assassination of our former Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and they have portrayed that the Sikh soldiers have killed and get the revenge of the Operation Blue Star, which is conducted in the year 1984. And also in the June 2023 itself, the death and assassination of the Khalistani Tiger Force chief Hardeep Singh Nijjar is the key point in this tension. In 19th of September, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau informed in Canadian Parliament that it finds India's involvement in the death of its citizen Hardeep Singh Nijjar. From India's point of view, Hardeep Singh Nijjar is a terrorist declared by the National Investigation Agency, and there are around 18 murder cases and criminal offence charges charged among in the name of the KTF chief. So the tensions broke out, and both the countries started their actions from 19th September. Both the countries have issued travel advisory for its citizens who are traveling both and vice versa. At the same time, the Canadian counterpart fired Indian diplomats from the High Commission of Canada. In retaliation, Indian government do the same, and the Indian government told and ordered the Canadian diplomat at India to leave the country within 5 days. And in a further step, India stops the visa facility at Canada for the Canadian citizens. And also in Friday, that is 2 days before, in 21st of September, Indian government's Ministry of External Affairs issued, and the Secretary Arindam Bagchi told that we are following the Vienna Convention to provide support and to provide security to the diplomats who are present in India from Canada, and urged the Canadian government to provide security to our diplomats who are presently at Canada on a diplomatic missions. And also India submit the name of 20 terrorists who are of Khalistani in nature, and there are multiple criminal charges, and with evidences we have supported the list to Canada, and urged Canadian government to take concrete actions about their petition to India, and also to take actions against them. The recent news came that the Canadian Prime Minister told the media yesterday that we have submitted evidences to India about the death and about the involvement of Indian agents, government agents, with the death of its KTF, its citizen, that is Hardeep Singh Nijjar. However, we are expecting India's point and India's view and India's remarks on this issue. Apart from this, at UN Nations General Assembly, Canada raised this point and not get supported by the G7 nations at the United Nations General Assembly. Apart from this, Canadian government is also urging the Five Eyes nations, that are namely Canada itself, USA, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, New Zealand, and UK, for their support in this matter. However, all the countries have told that it's a bilateral friction, so they will help in the investigations. However, they are not going to give any comments against India. It's a win for the Indians' diplomacy in the global level, and we have to wait and watch what are the more actions are going to be taken by both the governments with respect to the death of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. And also we urge the governments to take good actions, and also the relationship between both the countries should be stabilized at an early date. Thank you.